Hey, welcome on in, guys. Tobin here with you, and thanks for checking out the channel. Hope you're doing well there. If you guys could subscribe, that'd be great. Appreciate you stopping by. Also, check out the Tobin and Leroy show, weekdays 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Was off for the radio show today. I'm calling Dirty Boxing 3 coming up on Friday, which is live and free on YouTube if you guys want to check that out. I will put the link in the description, but if you guys could, would love you to stop on by if you guys are combat sports fans. If you're South Florida sports fans, it's a banger of a card. It gets going at 7:30 on Friday, and you get to see your old boy Tobes there doing like a kid in a candy store calling combat sports. What is this? This is crazy. I will be back with the radio show on Thursday, and yeah. Now, in the meanwhile, had a little breaky poo between fighter interviews today. And I throw up my my little courtside 1891. Yes, I did. I did buy an annual subscription to this to watch Serbia, and with good reason. Jović, dude, that's why. Because man, is he doing it again? What he did to Estonia today, I mean, really should be illegal. Quite frankly, Nikola Jović went out and basically outscored. Not basically, did outscore at one point Estonia by himself. That's how much Serbia dominated this game. But our Serbian Terminator from the Miami Heat, I mean, he is red hot right now for his country. He is just absolutely lighting it up. He today put up just a cool 18 points for Serbia in a mere 15 minutes. Now, they throttled him. I mean, it was an absolute ass kicking. You know, you were looking at this today, and it was like this has kind of been the reg for Serbia, but they win today 98-64, and I mean, it just looked like just unbelievably dominant from what they were able to do in this one. And of course, you know, you're going to get Joker. He's getting all the national headlines, and look, he is absolutely tremendous. Nearly had a triple-double in 23 minutes. But Jović, dude, I mean, he just continues to light up this tournament. I mean, and this was, I believe, I think I read something on Twitter today. This was the biggest debut since Joker for Serbia in their first national game. So it just kind of shows you the kind of class that he is with. I don't know if Joker was able to do it in 15 minutes. This guy, I mean, let's just say this about Nikola Jović right now, dude. This dude is shooting it, dude. He is shooting the lights out. And you're just looking at this, you're like, oh? It's hard not to look at this and get very, very excited. And I think the thing that was impressive today is he came out, I basically head kicked, you can tell I'm in a fight mood, Estonia, and was getting buckets, running around. The give and go was pretty, getting out on the run. We know that Nico likes to play fast. But then the thing that's beautiful about him is, you know, in the second quarter of this game, dishing it to teammates, getting everybody else involved. So, I mean, the Serbia team was really, really sharing the wealth of this game. And it's something to behold. I don't know who's going to be able to stop them. They seem like an unstoppable force. But I just don't know what Heat fan can be watching this. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're just box score watching. Maybe you're just Twitter highlight watching. I just don't know how you can watch this and not be absolutely fired up for what we're seeing from Nico. It really is tremendous. And, you know, it just speaks to the guy. He works like a demon. And just everything that's kind of gone into his development as a player. But, man, this guy talked about coming into this tournament this year. And he talked about going into the season next year. And he's like, you know, he really got derailed last year because of that damn broken foot of his. And it was so unfortunate. And he basically, you know, just shows up for Serbia, gets out of the boot, and is just like, I'm here. I'm going to give you whatever I can in these Olympic Games. But now, this guy, I mean, just looks like an absolute force. And that's, you know, obviously you're on a team with the best player in the world in Joker, but what a running mate this guy has been so far for the Joker. I mean, he's been something special, dude. It's been very, very impressive. On the other side of the world, Finland, they got the best of our boy Pelle Larsson today. Sweden loses to Finland 93-90. Pelle Larsson finished with 10 points. A little bit of a slow start for Pelle on the offensive end today. Still just a demon getting to the free throw line. Like the way that he's able to go about this and make his presence known. He plays a physical game. He plays a rugged style, dude. He really, really does. And today he got to the free throw line 7 times. He finished with 10 points. He was 3 of 8, 0 of 4 from downtown. But that contact style that he brings is just very, very powerful. It's very noticeable. Pelle loves to, as Spo say, be a bully with the basketball. Too much a little bit today because he did foul out. But I think that is what he brings to the table, is that he is going to be a guy who plays with a disposition that is physical and is not only going to do that on the offensive end, it's going to do it from the defensive end and is going to be a pain in the ass to play and needs to make himself a pain in the ass to play. Sweden, I don't know what their aspirations are in this one. This was a tough task. You were going against the host nation team. They were right in it. It felt like they were going to pull away with this thing late. He unfortunately fouled out with, I think, 40 seconds left as he was starting to get things going for Sweden. So that was unfortunate. Lauri Markkanen today, 28 points. He's also had a very big-time summer in all these friendlies and all these things that have led up. So, I guess Barkov gets to go home happy today, so that's good on them. But this has been very exciting to see what Nico did. I know that he's kind of been the, that team that he's on is much more loaded than Pelle's is. I get it. We'll get to see Simone Fontecchio tomorrow. He's got a hell of a task against Greece, and I believe he's the lone NBA guy on that roster. And so we're going to get to see what Italy can do against the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Should be a fun challenge for Simone, as will be a little bit of an interesting cast because, look, we have not rooted for Simone Fontecchio. He has not been part of the Miami Heat, but he is going to be. And so this is going to be, I think, an interesting one for Heat fans who haven't necessarily gotten a chance to see him in action. I think it's 2:30 tomorrow is when that game gets going. And then Serbia will be back in action on Friday against Portugal. So if you guys are looking for that, and let me see, when is Sweden? I got the Bibbidi Bow. Sweden. Let's see. Games on Friday. Germany. So here's your schedule. You got Thursday in Euro Cup. You got Italy and Greece at 2:30 p.m. And then on Friday, really early, we got Pelle Larsson against Germany, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. And then Serbia is in action, 2:15 p.m. So you watch a little Jović, and then you flip on over, you watch old Tobes on Dirty Boxing. That's how you're going to go. By the way, if we could talk about Goosies for a second, speaking of EuroBasket MVPs, the Dragon, Goran Dragić. I saw the Miami Heat. I felt like this was a social media post just for me, to be honest with you. But Gogi was at Heat practice, unofficial practice, off-season workouts. Bam Adebayo was there. You saw Bam and Gogi having a lot of love. Saw all the what-ifs on 2020. And, Pat Riley said there's always going to be that asterisk. I'm using that out of context, obviously, because I don't want, I asked Pat. That was another one where I asked Pat Riley a question. He gave me a beautiful 4-minute answer, and people only took 2 seconds of it. It ended up being a thing where he had to put out a statement. I'm surprised I haven't been thrown in the back of the arena with like a bag over my head, just getting tortured by Bernie with you're getting hit with a pillowcase full of soap. Anyway, Goran Dragić was at the arena yesterday at the team facility, and there was a couple of Goosies pictures. One of them was with Bam, but the other one was with Kasparas Jakučionis, which I don't know if you could find a better person for him to lean on. Now, I don't know what the relationship is or what Gogi's appetite is. I saw that he was just doing some beautiful charity work. He was traveling all over the world. I don't know what his appetite is to be part of the organization. It may just be a rove in and out like Udonis Haslem does, be at practices from time to time, but be a franchise luminary a la Glenn Rice. Maybe I think he should be, vice president of international affairs. That's just me. But, maybe he goes to Austin Burks, looks very handsome, nice. He gets himself a great suit. I don't know. I'm just saying I love the idea of Goran Dragic with the Miami Heat organization. But even if he's not officially with the organization, the fact that he's doing this and is, making time to go give even a few words to the rookie, how you can't love that, I don't know. It was just, it was awesome. So shout out to Gogi. That was awesome. Love seeing him do that for Kasparas Jakučionis, and looking forward to what this is going to bring for his rookie season, and looking forward to the next games of your Heat players in EuroBasket.